another edition of the Mexico in the World podcast, the podcast so that we can talk about events, celebrations and more that happen in Mexico and the world. Great work carried out by volunteers all over the world. We are not just referring to volunteers who, for example, help in the community kitchen or who, for example, help in a church to order what the donations are so that they go to the right person who needs it. But there are also volunteers who even go to other countries most in need to help those people who are in an extreme situation, so hence the importance of recognizing the work. The tireless work of the volunteers who do it without asking for anything in return. Prizes, and if we can even do a little volunteer work to experience how nice it feels to help others. It's also the day of San Nicolás that we obviously associate with Santa Claus. Especially in Europe because it is the day in which there are parades, events, celebrations and more related to the history of Saint Nicholas. There is also the day against corruption at the international level, against corruption and for the dignity of the victims who have suffered a crime or genocide. This is very important, especially in terms of crime prevention. This is the most important thing about this situation, that we not only commemorate it, but also that there is a prevention of everything that happens, and it has to do with what the victims of crimes are, and the main thing is that there are no more crimes, and what better way than with prevention. Is also the day of Christmas cards. This has been lost more and more. However, there are still countries where it is widely used to send their Christmas cards to relatives and friends. Even, how do you know, in some places it is even used to save and display the cards you have received. But unfortunately this has been losing. If we can, let's go back to this type of thing. This type of tradition that has been lost, but also leads us to think about everything that is related to Christmas, and if we can, then let's send the detail of a Christmas card precisely to relatives and friends, not only so that they know that they are in our minds, that we are always remembering them, but also to have that detail and make them feel good. At the moment it is all in this edition. As always, we leave the issues on the table for us to reflect on, and we do not want to say goodbye without thanking you for listening to us and reminding you of our social networks email. Podcast Mexico and the World at gmail.com, Twitter, at Mexico the World, Facebook. Podcast Mexico and the World, YouTube, Mexico and the World. Thanks again for listening to us, and we look forward to seeing you in our next edition.